The day begins with a flurry zeroing in on Jackson's kids.
The money belongs to the children.
Celebrity magazine Us Weekly reports that Michael Jackson is not the father of his 3 children. They say the sperm for 2 of them was donated by Jackson dermatologist Arnie Klein. Within the hour, celebrity website TMZ ups the ante, reporting that Jackson isn't the father and that Debbie Rowe, Jackson's ex, was actually a surrogate, not the kid's biological mother. A few hours later, another salvo from TMZ. They report that police were looking for needles in their search of Jackson's home.
A paternity bombshell.
Within minutes of all this, the rest of the world's media is playing catch-up.
Us Magazine on Stands Friday claims they know who actually fathered Michael's 2 eldest children.
Us Weekly and TMZ.
Breaking details from Us Weekly hitting Stands Friday.
2 of the celebrity news giants that are driving coverage of one of the most competitive and salacious entertainment stories ever. Ian Drew broke Us Weekly's Jackson paternity story.
Right now we're looking at the page where we posted at 11 a.m. today, the big story that Michael's dermatologist is actually the father of his kids. This is not coming out in the magazine until tomorrow, but in this viral internet age, it's good to put this out there right away.
Over at TMZ, the newsroom is buzzing, driven by former lawyer and local TV reporter Harvey Levin.
Oh my God, you're kidding.
In the midst of the tabloid World Series that is the Michael Jackson story, the best he could do was a brief chat while literally on the run.
How busy are you? This is crazy. You're running around here. You're like, you ran up out of breath.
Yeah, it's been tough. It's pretty much been waking up in the morning and working until you pass out.
To say TMZ broke the Jackson story is an understatement. Their first online bulletin beat the coroner's time of death, reporting the news at 5:20 p.m. Eastern Thursday, 6 minutes ahead of the official time of death.
What kind of contacts? Who do you guys have? You've got people all over this town. You're wired in.
I have a lot of people in this room who work really, really hard, and they are young, but they also, have not grown up on ripping wire copy, out of a machine. I mean, the culture here is get on the telephone, call people you know. And this is a town truly that is 6 degrees of separation. And we really are a serious news operation. I mean, we use the same principles that Nightline uses in terms of breaking stories and doing stories. I mean, we have things researched, we have things lawyered, we make lots of phone calls, we deal in sources. I mean, it's the same principle. Sometimes you're covering Obama when we're covering Brittany. But the principles are not necessarily different.
It's fair to say TMZ has become the industry standard in Hollywood for dishing out raw and often uncomfortable video of celebrities.
All I'm doing is filming. I'm asking you to turn it off.
In a place most of us never see them, the real world.
Today on TMZ.
We have broken a story on the website that people have been speculating about. The fact is Michael Jackson was not the biological father of any of his kids, and Debbie Rowe wasn't the biological mother.
Traffic to TMZ's website jumped 18% because of the Jackson news, bringing in 5 times the volume of the day before.
And they're sitting back thinking,
This is like a soap opera.
Yeah. Soap operas have to be believable.
Their pursuit of all things celebrity is so compelling, it's become a reality show.
Gosh, how does it feel having such young fans?
A lot of people are very shocked and very surprised by the news.
That's great.
Us Weekly has always been the Bible of entertainment news, the go-to magazine for the best photos, the best dish on the latest dirt. But it has survived in a much more traditional world, the newsstand. These days, it too is anxious to make every second of the day a new deadline by reporting breaking developments straight to its website.
It's really getting to be very viciously competitive among the media, with everyone coming out with stories and then trying to dispute someone else's to make theirs seem right. And it's gotten to a level of ugliness in terms of the competition among the media.
The pressure to break every little detail of Michael Jackson's death, the fate of his kids, the money, everything is enormous. Contrary to what some may believe, there are standards. Even on this story, there is a line to be crossed.
When it comes down to taste, is there anything in this story you won't publish? If somebody walks in the door with exclusive photos of Michael Jackson's body from the coroner's office,
No.
You're not going there.
There are a lot of things that we turn down. I mean,
And you would turn that down.
oh yeah, I would not put that up. I wouldn't put it up. It doesn't exactly.
The main ingredient for this sort of reporting is twofold: hot tips and the family member no one likes to talk about much: the paparazzi.
If there's a tip that leads us to something, we still have to get the story. And I would pay for a tip.
But how much? Is this big money?
No, it's not at all. It's not like you say, oh, I got a tip, I'm just going to put it up. You've got to then start from scratch. This leads you in the direction.
The pace of it all isn't for the faint of heart. News at the speed of a good tip, a cell phone, and an internet connection. This is where Michael Jackson, even in death, will never die.
Michael Jackson basically made 3 test tube babies.
I'm Neil Karlinski for Nightline in Hollywood.